What's up, y'all? You're in tune for another kingdom building conversation, the virtual building today. I got my man, Prafit Josiah. What's going on, brother?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm blessed, bro. How you?
Wonderful, wonderful. It's a beautiful day. I hope y'all went and voted.
Yes, I got the thing done a couple weeks ago. I'm good.
Yeah,
good.
I did mine last week.
Now, where are you at again?
I'm in Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville, Tennessee. Okay, that's what's up. Okay, so you named my man Doc Watson. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, good deal, good deal. Well, look, for those who don't know Prafit Josiah, let me go through his background a little bit. Similar to the rappers Common and Jay-Z, Prafit Josiah is not trying to reach a younger audience. He is definitely confident and comfortable in his own musical skin. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something too. When you listen to his project, you're gonna find that out loud and clear. In case you didn't know, Prafit Josiah is not only a rapper, but an entrepreneur and a family man. Born and raised in Rochester, New York, Prafit Josiah began his musical career as part of the group called Prophets, which formed in 1993. Prophets released 2 albums and a myriad of singles before disbanding in 2002. Josiah has been around for a while. He's been recording music off and on for over 20 years now. In 2016, tragedy struck Prafit Josiah's family. His cousin was murdered. This event sparked the beginning of Prafit Josiah picking the mic back up again and seeking to have godly impact on the people around him and potential listeners of his music. So, you said this a few times, man. I'm going to launch right into this, bro. You said a few times. I've heard it a few times on your bio. I think you mentioned it a few times, man, on social. It definitely comes across on your album when you say hip hop is not a young man's sport, man. That seems to be like, almost like a tagline of your brand, bro.
It is. Because everybody feels like, from the time I was young to right now, hip hop is for the kids. It's for the young people. And I'm like, old people listen to hip hop too. You saying when I was a kid, my dad was listening to hip hop. I'm not a kid anymore. I still listen to hip hop, and it's kind of annoying that every age I'm at, people direct hip hop towards kids. But that's typically only in church settings. Outside of church, everybody listens to hip hop. It don't matter how old you are.
True. So I appreciate that, man. When I started seeing that more and more, I'm like, I love that you embrace it, that you push the message and aren't doing it in an implied way. You speak it. You kind of like, yo, let me be clear. You know what I'm saying? This is where I'm coming from. Yeah, appreciate that. All right, so is the custom, man, as the custom is on the Kingdom Building Conversations, bro. I don't know if you've seen them before, but I like to do a lightning round to help people get to know who you are, bro. They're light questions, you know what I mean? Don't think about them too hard, bro. I'm gonna hit you rapid fire. You know what I mean? That's why it's called a lightning round. They're rapid. All right. I'm gonna start with some easy ones and then they progressively get harder. You ready?
Okay. All right.
Okay. All right. It's the lightning round. Okay. Easy one to get started. Your favorite CHH artist?
I'll probably say Eshawn Burgundy.
Eshawn. Okay. Favorite old school rap artist?
I'll have to say Rakim.
That's a good one. iPhone or Samsung?
Samsung.
Nike or Adidas?
Adidas.
Communication preference: texting, talking, or DMs?
Talking.
Like
to talk.
What TV sitcom family would you be a member of?
Would I be a member of? Wow. I never really saw myself on TV like that.
If you had no choice, you had to be casted. You have no choice. What TV sitcom fan would you be in?
Maybe the Cosby Show. If my family had money, we didn't have money like that. But if we did, I would like to be part of it.
Right? Exactly. What makes you annoyed?
People just not being just straightforward about stuff. I hate when people just like beat around the bush. That's annoying. Like, just get to the point. Like, what is it you want? You need money? You're saying you trying to get me to do something? Like, let's just cut right to that.
Cut to the chase. Okay. Where do you go to think?
My car or my closet. Which is probably where you're saying usually where I go to pray. So that's
got you. Pray, got you. I've seen a couple of videos from the car too. Yeah. Top 3 songs in your playlist.
Wow. Top 3 songs in my playlist. I don't know. I change my playlist like every couple weeks. I don't know if I have a top 3.
Okay, that's cool. First item on your bucket list.
I mean, this is gonna sound super cliche. I just want to do what God told me to do.
Nothing cliche about that, man. Your cable is out, bro, broken for days. What do you do?
I don't have cable, so
That's easy, man. Okay.
So I do what I mean. I have the internet, but I don't have like cable like TV.
Gotcha. Okay, so no access. So now you're making me change the question. No access to any TV for days. What do you do?
I mean, does my phone count as?
Yes, all that. No access to visual TV. Yes, all that.
Okay, so I have no access to internet, TV, nothing. I'm probably gonna be trying to play cards, or you know what I'm saying, have like real deep conversations with my wife.
Hey, knuckle. All right, what is your biggest strength?
My biggest strength?
Mm-hmm.
I'm comfortable being me. I don't care if you like me, don't like me, whether you think I'm good or not good. Like, I know who I am. I know what I do. I'm not really heavily dependent upon what other people think about me.
Yeah, gotcha. What scares you?
Not doing what God told me to do. That's scary to me.
Gotcha.
Like,
what's
really
your last
scary.
thought? What's your last thought before going to bed?
It's usually whatever I just was watching. I fall asleep watching Netflix a lot. So it's like, okay, my last thought is usually I need to turn this off and get into bed.
Yep.
And I wake up in the same spot.
Yep. Favorite kung fu flick?
Oh, what's the movie? Ip Man.
Somebody else said that, man, and I still haven't seen it. I think it was gifted. Yes, man. I think
you
it
are
was
super sweet, man. Yo, Ip Man got 4 movies now. You need to go binge all 4 of them joints.
Yeah, man. He said he was gonna send me a link, and he didn't send it. Shout out to Gifted the Flamethrower.
It's on Netflix. Just type in IP Spaceman.
Okay.
All 4 of them is on there.
I have to check this out, man, because I think he said the same thing. All right, last one. What is the one thing you own you wish you didn't?
Again, this is gonna, like, I'm not trying to be spiritual. I own a lot of bad thoughts that I picked up over the years that I can't get rid of. Things I shouldn't have seen, shouldn't have heard.
Yes.
And they're just there. Like, they don't go anywhere. I mean, I could pray about them, but I mean, they're like, you're saying they're really ingrained in my brain. I can't get rid of them.
I can understand that. I can totally understand that. So as an artist, man, just spend a few minutes talking about, what do you want to accomplish through your musical journey, bro, at this stage in your life?
I really just want to talk to people that are in my age range.
Mm-hmm.
So as a grown man, what are things that we deal with? Mm-hmm. What are things that we should be talking about? Like, that's what I want to talk about. I feel like too many people cater to kids. And if you are a kid and you make music, you don't have a lot of experience. So by default, you're kind of limited on what you could talk about because you haven't lived through a whole lot. So like a lot of younger people's music is exciting and dancey and party. Let's have a good time. God is blessing me. But like, you don't know what it's like to be married for 10 years or, you know what I'm saying, to lose a child or, you know what I'm saying, just different things like that like grown people go through. I feel like that's a missing voice I think people need to hear.
All right, so what placed this burden on your heart, man, in terms of speaking to this older generation? I'm not going to even call it older generation. Let's call it our generation.
Right. I think the biggest burden is just that when I listen to music, I don't typically hear people talking to me. So I just want to make music that like speaks to people that's like me. Yeah. I think a lot of music is either directed at younger people or it's directed at trying to just be popular or like doing what like people are doing in the industry, but nobody's really talking to us. And so I want to talk to us.
Yeah. So the new album, man, I've been rocking with it for a second. God Made Me Do It. A lot of songs on there, man. Definitely bring that theme across. One of my joints is a Grown Man.
Yeah. That's my favorite joint.
Is it? Yeah. I like Grown Man. And to your point, you hit some of those things that make you kind of step back. You know what I'm saying? Another thing that comes across in your album too, man, at least to me, is the concept of get wisdom. You said, and not just because the song is entitled Everyday Wisdom, but you seem to say that a lot, man. Get, out of everything, get wisdom and apply that wisdom. Why was that so prevalent?
Like wisdom is something that's been like really important to me since I was a young kid. Like my dad used to always tell me about making good decisions, paying attention to what you do. Like that was one of his things, like, yo, pay attention to what you're doing. Like you're not really making good moves.
Yeah.
And then when I started reading the scripture for myself and I saw how, Solomon asked for wisdom. And I just thought that was dope. Like, oh wow, so you could actually ask God to give you wisdom and you could be like a super like wise person. So ever since then, I've always been praying for wisdom. And I used to pray like, yo, I want wisdom like you gave Solomon wisdom. Like, because if you have wisdom, I just feel like I can navigate anything in life. Like you can't trick me, you can't get over, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I know what's really happening. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to have that. And I've been since then I've always been trying to move in that type of attitude.
Yeah, no, that's good, man. So as you drop this on November 13th, how do you think about success for the project? Like how do you think about, and it's so interesting nowadays, man, particularly, where we are right now in the midst of COVID-19 and inability to get out and do the physical shows and do all the things that you would normally do with the release. Right. How do you think about all that in this moment?
I mean, I'm a different kind of person, so I'm already successful because I did what God told me to do. This is not, amen. I mean, like, I'm not like a typical artist. I didn't really like want to make music. You know what I'm saying? I'm making music because I literally feel like this is what God wants me to do.
Yeah.
I'm saying when my cousin got murdered, the thought just popped into my mind like, yo, you should probably be making music. And I was just like, what does that have to do with like what just happened?
Yeah.
And it just became really, really strong. Like people need to hear what you have to say, and you can probably prevent things like this from happening like in the future. And I was thinking like, I don't think so. People kill people every day. Like that's not, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so I kind of kept pushing it off, and it just kept coming back. Like, yeah, I need you to make music. I need you to make music. And so I'm just like, maybe I'm just feeling nostalgic because I've been making music for a long time. A lot of times I watch my old videos or re-performing and stuff like that. So I was just kind of like, you know what? I did just watch one of my old videos. I'm probably just feeling nostalgic. So I just want to make music. So I said, okay, I'm going to make a song. So I made a song in 2016. I put it out and, I'm saying it just was whatever. And then I just kind of stepped back and I just wanted to see if that feeling would go away. And the feeling just never went away. It just kept getting stronger and stronger. Like, yeah, you need to make another song. I'm like, okay. And it just kept getting stronger and stronger up until now. And I just recognized this, this is God speaking to me. Like, you need to make music.
Right.
And so I put out a lot of music since 2016. And every time I would put out music, I would keep getting this feeling like, you're not really doing it all the way. You're kind of doing it a little bit.
Yeah.
And so this album is me doing everything I could do within my power to make it look and sound and be with both feet in the water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's good, man. I mean, the first song I heard was Comeback with you and Swift.
Yeah.
I go back with Swift from, we go from Philly and watch each other grow up in this thing, man. And even the messaging Comeback, man, I felt like that was, again, my first introduction to you. And I felt like there was something there in terms of this calling you were given to cats, man, just to kind of slow down and like, get wisdom, right? And just like come back to the root of it, to the foundational elements of it, of the faith.
And a lot of people our age have walked away. You know what I'm saying? Like like a lot of people that I know anyway, saying we we grew up running in the same circles, going to churches, performing, doing stuff like that. And a lot of those people, I don't know if they're Christian or not, but they're not over here. Like they're like just doing other stuff now. And I'm saying when we talk about the past, it's always talked about like, you know, like there was an error with the preaching that we got, or there was an error with the teaching, or so and so wasn't really real. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And a lot of people have gotten older and they just kind of feel like you're saying like I don't really rock with God like that no more, because now I see that I'm older, that not really true, because you know some preachers and teachers was telling you things that was just not accurate.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And for me, I mean, whenever I came across that, I would read it. I would read what they said for myself, and then I would just make adjustments where like other people would see, oh, he taught me wrong, this thing is wrong. So they just threw the whole thing out. And it's kind of like, I just want to tell people like, yo, like the God that we knew from back in the day is the same God. I'm saying the teacher's whack, but God is still God. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's good, man. That's good. It's so good. Today is, as people watch this recording, just so they know, we're recording on Election Day, actually. It's so good because I'm so happy and encouraged to see so many people not realizing, but publicly acknowledging their faith in the midst of this moment. You dig what I'm saying? I think Yavez, I saw today, had a good post. He was like, he had a red hat on. He said, made you look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He voted for Biden. And this is not a political show, by the way, people. But I thought that was clever. You know, Yavez is always one of those dudes. But then said, look, go vote. And then keep praying and then take some action. Right. And he said, by the way, I checked and God is still on the throne. You dig what I'm saying?
Amen. Yeah.
And that is,
nowhere.
Yeah, but all three messages are there. One, faith and action, right? So go vote. You dig what I'm saying? Keep your faith. God is still on the throne. And I see so many people with potency, continuing to make that a message. You know what I mean? So I feel like your project is a part of that message stream, bro. Talk a little bit about, man, social media, because I see you're active on social media, bro. How are you using that as a tool in everything you do?
I use social media like it's my own personal pulpit. So I can say what I want, whenever I want, however I want. And, I use it, I try to use it as a way of doing ministry. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know like a lot of people, oh, you saying you can't really do ministry over social media because it's whatever. But I'm saying, I just really feel strongly that you can. Like, there's a lot of people on social media that actually pay attention to what you say and what you do. And I didn't actually realize this until I went to Flavor Fest back in 2018. And I'm nowhere near famous at all. So I'm not expecting anybody to recognize me or know me or anything. So I'm just there. You know what I'm saying? I'm there with track stars, and I mean, we walking around doing whatever. And like 7 or 8 people walked up to me like, Prafit Josiah and such and such and such. And I'm just like, what's going on? Like, how do you know who I am?
Right.
And every one of those people said, I follow your Instagram and I like the messages that you post when you sit in the car and you talk about your wife, or you talk about wisdom, or you talk about whatever. That really blessed me. It really spoke to me. And I'm just going, wow. So these are like real people.
Right.
Are actually listening to what I'm saying. And like before then, I didn't see people on the internet as like real people. I'm like, people are watching it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a comment, sometimes you get a like. And I'm like, I've never seen none of these people comment or nothing. So it made me realize everybody that sees your stuff might not comment. They might not like it. They might not share it, but they still see it. And when they saw me in person, they felt compelled to tell me. And that's when I said, oh, wow. So there's probably a lot more people that I haven't met or seen that are actually paying attention to what I'm doing. So let me actually use this, you know what I'm saying, for God's purposes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's so true, man. I was going to say the same thing. I think people can get dismayed or discouraged because they don't get the likes and such that they get. But if God has called you to ministry to do things, and the social media is one of those tools in the arsenal, you know what I'm saying? Just remember the psyche. For some folks, they're not going to like a comment because they may feel that they want to be, just be private and what they're seen as liking or commenting on. but they're taking it in. You get what I'm saying? So again, sometimes we water, we plant, but God gives the increase. You get what I'm saying? Stay faithful to your calling. So that's what's up, bro. So what's your favorite song? Did you say Grown Man was your favorite song?
Yeah, Grown Man is my favorite song, and probably the next song would be Imagine God. They're starting to grow on me now. I think I burnt Grown Man out. I listened to it so much. It's like, okay, now we need to listen to something else. So I think Imagine God is really the next one that I'm really feeling.
Okay. And you know, this album, people, so you know, he's got skits on there and the whole nine. Like this is an album. It's not a collection of singles. Like I can actually say this is an album. There is a difference between a collection of singles. By the way, that's no smoke. No diss to anyone else. I'm just saying sometimes people put together albums with an idea of listen to this whole thing through because there's a thought process and how this thing flows through. This is one of those, right? Versus a collection of singles. So be sure to check it out. Man, any last words you want people to know about Prafit Josiah, man, your ministry, what you're doing as well? Because naturally, I'm going to say pick the joint up to get it, stream it and whatever. But anything else you want people to know, bro?
I would say just do what God said. You know what I'm saying? Like if God is talking to you, I mean, regardless of how you feel, regardless of how dumb it may look or may sound, like just do it anyway, because you never know, you know what I'm saying, how God is going to use whatever you're supposed to be doing for his glory. So I would just say, just do what God said. Of course, go get my album, go stream it, download it, you know what I'm saying, whatever, get the CD. Also, another one of my favorite songs is what's the song? Dirty Secrets. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It talks about just real life, regular life stuff, and it's not really okay, you need to do this. It's like, no, I'm just telling you what I felt like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, people, you heard it right here from a man. Prafit Josiah. Pick the album up. God Made Me Do It. Available probably by the time you see this video, but available on November 13th, just in case we early. All right. And so get that thing. Enjoy during the Thanksgiving holiday and holidays overall. Support your brother in his ministry. All right. Until next time, y'all.
Oh, yeah. One last thing. Make sure you got the merch. I mean, we got the God Made Me Do It t-shirts. We got the let me grab this real fast. We got the God Made Me Do It hoodies.
Nice.
So
got to have merch, bro. Got to have that multiple stream. Got to do it. All right, y'all. Until next time, another Kingdom Building conversation. God bless.
Peace.
Imagine my God, he's sitting on the throne while you playing on the phone. His supremacy is bone. Yeah, like the movie, you sitting at home watching porn, looking goofy. You trying to prove me wrong, but imagine if you died before the end of the song. You'd be gone and your race would be done. The sun would be in your face, determining your final resting place. He's so good, but you never had a taste. Your life was a waste, like my baby girl's food. Dude, come on and eat it. It's good for you, but I don't want to. You can't tell me what to do. You right, but imagine God trying to prove himself to little old you. Is he mindful of you? Inspired this impromptu and encourage me to reach out to whoever may be listening. I'm talking to you. I mean, he's talking to you. Not even whispering. He's hoping you're considering being different, a participant and not a dissonant. Whether native or immigrant, he understands your predicament. Christ's return is imminent. Meaning anytime, any day, you're no longer ignorant, cause none of us is innocent. Sin had its way in all of our lives. Imagine God came as a man and died, then resurrected himself, then injected himself into all history. Now he assisted me with real ministry. Salvation is free. Salvation is free. Yeah. Imagine God knowing his job is completed. He succeeded. He'll give you faith when you need it, refill you when you depleted. Imagine sin slave, former combatant to God's will. Your life now been rebuilt. He dismantled your guilt like a 4-year-old drinking chocolate milk. You until God spilt mercy and grace all over your soul. Your head anointed with oil in your cup runneth over. He the composer, you the song. He don't do mediocre, not even for exposure. The body of Christ, he chose her. He's the exception and the rule. Dropping jewels daily like baby stools, and he never ridicules his children. Offspring past the trillions, he's brilliant. Christ the fulfillment of what a paid bill meant. No longer debilitant or ambivalent. I'm strong, equivalent to those who's diligent. Serving omnipotent, escaped imprisonment. Imagine me, saved and godly. Imagine you calling God K-I-N-G. Imagine God. Imagine God. Imagine God. Imagine me. Imagine God. Imagine you just serving God. Imagine God.